Do you have PCOS and you struggle with hair loss? Well, stay tuned because I will tell you why and what we can do about it. Why do we with PCOS struggle with hair loss? Hair loss, as well as excessive hair growth, as well as acne, is connected to high testosterone levels. Now, high testosterone levels are very often connected with insulin resistance. So we have the cascade of symptoms that happen. Let's say we have insulin resistance, which 80% of us with PCOS have. This is causing high testosterone levels, which in turn causes losing hair, acne, and hair loss. So, how do we lower our testosterone levels? If you go to your doctor and if you're being diagnosed with PCOS and with high testosterone levels by your gynecologist or by your endocrinologist, probably they will try to address your high testosterone levels. Now, please make sure then before you do anything that I'm going to mention in this video, that your hair loss is connected to your high testosterone levels and your PCOS. Because very often we might have more than one health condition. In my case, I have hypothyroidism as well. And for example, hypothyroidism is also connected to a hair loss. There are many diseases that can actually cause a hair loss. So make sure that your hair loss is connected with your high testosterone levels. And this is the type of hair loss we're going to be talking about today. So, if you're diagnosed with a hair loss and high testosterone levels at the same time, you will probably be prescribed testosterone blockers. Now, testosterone blockers most likely will be prescribed with birth control. And why? If you will happen to get pregnant while you are on testosterone blockers, it can be very hurtful for the fetus, especially if you're having a boy. So for that reason, to prevent it from happening, they're going to prescribe you birth control pills. What are testosterone blockers going to do? They will block your testosterone production, and therefore they might stop your hair loss, they might stop your acne, they might stop your excessive hair growth, and so on. However, as soon as you go off this medication, the problem might go back. So there are certain things that you can do to actually remedy your hair loss. What you're going to want to do, you're going to want to reverse your insulin resistance. Now, if you haven't seen my videos about how to reverse the insulin resistance and what is the best diet for insulin resistance and exercise and best supplements for PCOS and so on, make sure you check that playlist because you will see how you can reverse your insulin resistance naturally. Basically, what we're going to want to do is lower our insulin levels. Now, everybody's going to be a little bit different. There are different levels and different strengths of solutions that you might want to do. For some people, it's just going to be removing processed foods and quit processed carbs, maybe quit refined sugar. For some people, it is going to have to be quitting carbs basically altogether and doing either hardcore intermittent fasting or keto or even both. It all depends on your body. And as soon as you will address your insulin resistance, your testosterone level should go down. Now, if you have PCOS, your cysts on your ovaries are also connected to your high testosterone levels. So as soon as you start noticing that your high testosterone symptoms are getting better, your PCOS might start being reversed as well. So we have to start from the root cause, which is insulin resistance. So again, you're going to do the diet. You saw my video, you know how to do the diet. Now, what are the other things that you might do? I have gone through the hair loss, which up until this point, I'm not sure if it was hypothyroidism or was it PCOS or which of those actually caused my hair loss. But from my research, I can see that there are a few extra things that you can do. First of all, you can lower your insulin and your testosterone naturally again by diet, but then you can add spearmint tea, which you're going to be drinking at least once or twice a day, every day. So this will already start lowering your insulin levels. However, if you're going to be eating McDonald's every day or donuts every day or drink soda every day, your spearmint tea is going to do nothing. So this is just an additional thing that you can try. Another thing that you can do is start looking after your hair a little bit different. What I have seen on many groups of girls with PCOS, that quitting shampoos with sulfates work as well. Now, this is not scientific. I have just seen people having good results with that. So I'm just going to tell you that this is probably something that you might want to look into and try a little bit less harsh shampoo. Now, another thing that you might want to try and do is is to make sure that you are not deficient in anything. Now, you can approach it from a few different ways. You can start supplement with certain stuff just to make sure, like have a good quality multivitamin, for example. I mean, I'm gonna actually link below what I would recommend, because it should be multivitamin that actually has actual vegetable and fruit extracts, so something that's bioavailable and actually is gonna work. You might also try to supplement with zinc, with omega-3s, and possibly selenium as well, especially if you also have hypothyroidism at the same time. So try and supplement that as well, but be very, very cautious with supplementation. If you can afford it, always make maybe tests of your hair to check if you are missing any micronutrients in your body, and also try to find the natural sources of those micronutrients. For example, maybe it's better to eat oysters than to supplement with zinc, or maybe it's just good to eat steak once in a while. Or if not, if you hate all of those things that, for example, have zinc or have selenium, or maybe you're allergic to them, then you might supplement them instead. The last thing that you might try and want to do is trying actual hair loss products. I'm not sure how well they worked. Some of them worked for me, and I bought this little, glass thingies that you put directly on your scalp, and you put it every day for 30 days. It did help for me. I have no idea what was in them, and all of them are going to be different, and that was at the time when I was not very interested in ingredients and I didn't read all of it. However, you might want to try it if you can afford it, just to check. But if your hair loss again is caused by some sort of hormonal imbalance, you're going to have to address the root cause. Otherwise, you might put whatever you want on your head and put all the vitamins that you want, and you're not going to have any success. So make sure you like this video, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified about future videos. Leave me a comment down below and tell me what have you used to help with your hair loss, what worked for you, because everybody is completely different. So start a conversation down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.